So, you're thinking about selling your house with a real estate agent. You've seen the signs, the advertisements, the smiling faces. They're all promising you top dollar. I'm here to help you. I'm the best agent ever, etc., etc. You asked on a local Facebook page, got like 153 comments, all with different recommendations. But what's the reality? Working with a real estate agent can be great in the right situation and super frustrating in the wrong one. In this episode, I'm breaking down exactly what to expect when you hire a real estate agent. The good, the bad, and how to know if it's the right move for you. This video is part of our series on selling a home with an investor or working with a real estate agent. In the previous episode, we looked at the investor side, the speed, the certainty, and the trade-offs. Now we're gonna flip it over and we're gonna look at the real estate agent side, the process, the promises, and the reality of what it is to actually list your home with an agent. No hype, no pressure, just straight talk. I'm Jeremy Schooler, your rebel real estate guy. I am the founder of Kitsap Home Pro, a company that's built different, built on purpose, so that we can help real people navigate what I call the common real estate problem. We will not box you into one option. We help you understand the options. We help you to create customized solutions for hard to sell homes and property. Some sellers want speed. Some want every dollar. Some just want peace of mind. That's why I make videos like this, so you can see the trade-offs clearly and make the choice that actually fits your life. So let's break down what it looks like to work with a real estate agent, the pros and the cons. Pro number one is maximum market exposure. The biggest advantage of hiring a real estate agent is the exposure they can give to your home. When your home hits the multiple listing service, that's the MLS, it's pushed out to Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, and all the big sites that every buyer is looking at and scrolling through when they're looking for a home. That exposure comes from more people looking, and that means potential competition, and competition can drive the price up. Pro number two, professional guidance. Good real estate agents know the process inside and out. They're going to guide you through the pricing, showings, negotiations, and all the paperwork. For a lot of sellers, that guidance is worth every bit of the commission they pay. It takes all the stress out of managing the details. If you're not comfortable with contracts, disclosures, and legal timelines, a real estate agent is a built-in safety net. Two side notes to throw in here though. Finding a good real estate agent becomes its own challenge. It's quite easy to become a licensed agent in Washington State, but getting the license teaches them nothing about the business. In fact, it doesn't even show them how to actually do the work. It's not like getting your driver's license where you have to actually go do some driving. In fact, a new agent will not even know how to actually list the home from the information they got when they got their license. A good investor should also be walking with you through details. Check out some of my video testimonies from our clients. They'll tell you how I work with them. You should expect that from a good investor as well. So having somebody walk with you is not strictly set to an agent. A good investor should be able to walk with you in the same way. Finding a good agent, finding a good investor, all of this comes down to the person you're working with. Let's move on. Pro number three, negotiation skills. A solid agent can negotiate on your behalf. Don't dump money into upgrades unless they actually help you sell the house faster or for more. The good agent's gonna help you know what things to do, and they can push buyers for better terms, fight to keep inspection requests reasonable, and help you navigate multiple offers. This can make a huge difference in your final outcome, and sometimes tens of thousands of dollars. Pro number four, handle the paperwork and the process. Selling a house involves stacks of paperwork, title, escrow, disclosures, contingencies, etc., etc. And a good real estate agent will manage all of the paperwork that comes with selling the property. They coordinate with escrow, with the lenders, inspectors, and appraisers so that you don't have to do that part. If you're busy or overwhelmed, that can be a huge benefit. But here's the flip side. All of those benefits come with trade-offs. And if you don't know what they are before you jump in, you can end up frustrated, stressed, or walking away with less than what you might have expected. So let's talk about the cons of working with a real estate agent. Con number one, the first one, commissions and fees. The biggest drawback of hiring a real estate agent is their cost. In Washington, commissions are going to typically run you about 5 to 6% of the sale price. That's going to be split between the buyers and the seller's agents. So on a $400,000 home, that's around $20,000 to $24,000 that comes directly out of your pocket. For some sellers, that higher sales price offsets that commission. For others, it's a huge hit. That kind of gets back to finding a good agent. A good agent should be able to help you get the best price possible, but they should also help you understand realistic expectations. And up front, based on those things, they should be able to help you understand approximately what you're going to net in the end. None of that's set in place until the house actually sells, but a good agent should have a pretty good idea of what can be expected in the process and where you might be selling the house at, what that price might look like. And so based on that, they should be able to give you some reasonable expectations to work through. Con number 2, repairs and staging. Unlike investors, buyers on the open market expect the house to be in good shape. This often means spending money on repairs, updates, staging, cleaning before you even list the place. Sometimes it's just small stuff, paint, landscaping. Other times it's big ticket items like a new roof or plumbing work. It's almost always more than most people expect when they start talking about selling their home. Con number 3, longer timelines. Listing with a real estate agent means it's going to take longer. The house has to sit on the market. It needs to sit through showings, negotiate offers, go through inspections, appraisals, and financing. You begin the waiting game, and almost always a buyer could still fail to get to the closing and walk away, leaving you back at the starting line. That doesn't always happen, but it is possible. Nothing is done until you get to the closing table, until everybody signs, and until those keys are transferred. Con number 4, the stress of showings and appraisals. There's some uncertainty going on here. This one doesn't get talked about enough. Unless you can just move out and then list the house, listing your home means keeping it spotless for showings, leaving at awkward times, and living with the constant pressure of people walking through your space. And then there's the appraisal, which is where a stranger decides if your house is worth what the buyer agreed to pay. It can be stressful. Everything is left in question during this time, and it's something you need to be prepared for. So here's the bottom line. Real estate agents can help you maximize value. They can guide you through the process, and they take a lot off your plate. But that does come with some costs, commissions, repairs, time, and stress. For some sellers, it is absolutely worth it. For others, it's just the wrong fit. At the end of the day, working with a real estate agent is neither good nor bad. It's just one of the paths. The key is knowing whether that path fits your situation. If you've got time, money for repairs, and want top dollar, a real estate agent can be a great choice. But if you're overwhelmed, under pressure, or can't afford the commissions, time, and repairs, it may not be a good fit at all. Because when you line up the pros and the cons of investors next to the pros and the cons of a real estate agent, you start to see the trade-offs pretty clearly. And once you see clearly, the stress starts to lift. You know you're making a choice and you understand that choice. So now you've seen both sides. In episode 2, we looked into the pros and cons of selling with an investor. In this episode, we walked through what it's really like to work with a real estate agent. So the big question becomes, how do you choose? In the next video, we're going to bring it all together. I'll walk you through how to decide between an investor and a real estate agent based on your situation, your timeline, your goals. That way, you won't just know the options, you'll know which option might be the right fit for you. And if you found this video helpful, could you help me out by hitting that like and subscribe button? Thank you so much. Have a great day.